I'm Dan Galusha, welcome to another edition of Shootin' Plink. We're going to be talking about inspecting a gun. Make sure that it's safe and empty, no rounds. Those of you that have done this for a long time, you're not going to care about this. This is for people that really aren't used to the different ones, especially your semi-automatics and your bolt actions that have magazines and even lever action, and also in your pistol, which we're going to go through too. The first one we're going to do is a Ruger 1022, which is a semi-automatic right here. And with any gun, you have to point it in a safe direction. Now, I'm going to have a harder time doing that, but there's nobody around here. But you should either point it down range, which would be down over this direction, or at the ground. But you're not going to see it if I do that. So what we're going to do is I'll show you right here. The first thing you do, this little button right here with this one, others have got other sort of buttons, you remove the magazine. No ammunition in it, you're okay. But is there anything in the chamber? Well, what you do is you check it like this. Now it's gone shut, but if you're going to be having it sitting there for inspection, there's a little button right down here, and you take that, you push on it, put it back like that, and there you go. It's right there. So now you can hand it to somebody. They can see that it's empty. They can look down inside. You can look in here. You probably can't see that well, but you can see that it's all empty there. Nothing there. Put your magazine back in. Load it up, whatever. If you're giving this to somebody else to shoot, leave it like this. Let them do the loading, let them take the thing and release it. So it's all, that's the safe way to do it. Because then everybody knows, as long as that's open like that, it is not going to shoot. And it couldn't anyway, there's no ammunition in it. So anyway, that is the semi-auto. And now, I'm going to talk about a bolt action. Here's a bolt action. Same thing. You have a magazine down here, especially this one, because this is an American. Take it out. There it is, another box magazine. Nothing in it. Takes the same magazine as that 1022. Bolt action. Open her up. No round came out. It won't. You can inspect it. Take a look. Nothing in there. Look down in here. And if you really want to be safe, just remove the whole bolt. But this is good enough, because once it's back like that, it's not going to fire. You can easily see that there's no round in it. And so that's all there is to that one. Again, hand it to the other person if there's going to be somebody else shooting, and let them do all the loading. Just make sure they do it right. Now, lever action. Go over here. Here we go. We got a Henry. Lever action. This is extremely easy. It has got a tube magazine right here, so there could be a round in there, and I've had it that way. Point it to the ground. I'll hold it up here. See no ammo coming out. Put it open. It is now open. The hammer's back. Your bolt is back here, and it's wide open. So set that down. Next person goes to shoot it. They load it. They put it down. They put it to here. And also, if they want, you cannot fire it now. You notice what I did? I'll put it here. Okay, the hammer's up like that. This is a thing that you take. Here, click. It's half cocked. Will not fire. That's a safety that is on a lever action like this. Not all lever actions, but many of them. And again, very easy to check it out. Put it open. Another thing you can do is, like before, we were inspecting them. Look down inside. I know you can't see that, but down in here, if I can get my finger around there, down in here you can see if there's another round that's being pushed down by the tube magazine. To make it totally safe, which is something you should do, take this out right here. I'll put this down here so you can see what I'm doing. Remove the tube. That makes it totally safe you know there's nothing. In fact, one of the things that I'll do, I'll turn it up like this, kind of shake it, see if there's a round somehow lodged in there. It's not usual, but you always go for the unusual. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about just a single shot. Single shots, such as this Henry right here. This is a 223. They're very simple to check. Single shots are the easiest ones there are. Even bolt action. There's single shot bolt action. Pull it open, you can see right now. This particular one, you have this lever right here. There it is. You can see there's no round in it. If there was, just pull it out, because this thing right here pulls it back for you. Grab it, pull it out. That's all there is to it. Go to close it. Put it like that, and she's ready to go. And again, you just take this lever, push it over, drop it open. Easy to inspect. This is the simplest one of the bunch. Now, one of them that a lot of people make mistakes on, all of us have, and that's a semi-automatic pistol. Okay. There are pistols that are single shots, just like that rifle I just showed you. You do the same thing with it, just open it like that. But what we're going to do is we're going to look at a Ruger Security 380. It's got the light rack, so very simple. Again, you got this button right over here. You push that, out pops the magazine. Magazine right there. Now, you got two ways you inspect it, and you inspect it both ways. Right here, there's a little bitty port. I don't know if you can see that. And also right over here on the side. Now, if there was a round in there, I could see the casing in both of them. It'd be shining out. There isn't, but what we're going to do here now is take the safety off, have to, slide her back. Nothing came out. Over here, you'll notice this little lock. Okay, I'll show you here so that you can see it. You pull that back, and you push open that little lock. It is now open. Anybody can see there's no round in it. Like if you're, say, in a, well, for instance, a concealed carry course, and you've got your gun there. You do all of that except you've got a lot of people around you, right? You do not have a downrange anywhere. The instructor's probably in front of you. You got people to the side of you, around you. So what do? You do the same thing, everything up to there, but the whole time you're holding it down, just like this. In fact, turn and go down like this. I know you can't see it, so I'm going to have to hold it. Point the barrel downward, pull it back, put it like that, lay it on the counter. The instructor can go around, he can take a look and see that you have an empty gun. Lay your magazine out, because here's the thing. Some of these, such as this one, it even tells you right on the side that this gun will fire a round without the magazine in it. And I'll show you. We'll point it down range here. That would have fired a round, and there's no magazine in it, if there was a round in there. So that's why it's so important to inspect all of your guns, and especially if there are people around you, or even if there's no people immediately around you, but you're somewhere rather where you're cleaning your gun or whatever. You could damage property, or you could fire a round off that would go who knows where. So always remember to treat that gun as well as if it's loaded, because that keeps you in practice. I mean, I know this thing isn't loaded, but I keep it as if it was. I'll take my magazine, I'll put it back in, keep it at the ground, put my safety on, I will put it back in my holster, and now I know she's safe. And then I can load it or whatever. But always remember, safety first in everything, but especially when it comes to firearms. So hopefully some of these tips have helped. Practice it too, and make sure that you got an empty one. Practice it empty, and practice it with it loaded, so that you know what it can do, but do it completely safe. Be in a safe location to do that. If you've never done this stuff before, and the best thing to do is to go take a course. Because I got a friend, in fact, if you were in my area, I'd say go to Mark Millichamp, because he's got NRA course plus the concealed carry, and he does a very, very good job of it, and you're going to learn a lot from that man. But again, you're going to have to be around Sherrard, Illinois in order to do that. So anyhow, or the Quad City area or whatever, because he does all his courses in Sherrard. Anyhow, that's what I said. Just stay safe with it. Take some of these tips. It'll help you, and maybe this was a refresher course for some of you that haven't. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.